Hi, my name is Stephanie Sahano from Sacred Self Healing, and today's daily painting is going to be about my great joy at having the good fortune to spend some time with some artists today. Some were musicians and poets, some were fiber artists, some were dancers, some were painters like me, even one other watercolor artist. So it was really great to be able to spend time with artists and to get to hear about their lives and what they're interested in doing. And I felt like I really belonged in this group. It was great. All right, so there were many kinds of artists there. It was such a great thing to be able to be with people and talk about all their different kinds of art. So here I'm gonna portray each kind of artist. So this one is somebody knitting who is a fiber artist. And what I forgot was the string, the ball of yarn. Put that right there. Oh my gosh, there's something about this character that's reminding me of the Snoopy cartoons of my childhood. All right, and then above that one, this was all really on Zoom, but I'm imagining us all being in the room together and like we would have been maybe in a circle, all doing different kinds of art. This is me waving. And that's my paintbrush. Representing me being a painter. And you can just see my joy. And let's see, here's a musician. Playing the guitar. There are a few people who said they were musicians and played the guitar. Nobody said they were a magician. That was me just misspeaking. Put that guitar in there real quick. I don't really know how to draw a guitar, so I'm pretending. I know a lot of people who play the guitar, you would think that I paid attention to what they look like, but alas, I haven't paid that much attention. I think they look something like that. And the guitar players who were present, I didn't pay attention to what their guitars looked like. And the person below that person is a photographer. And that camera needs a strap so it doesn't fall off the neck of the person. Oh yeah, I was gonna draw a vase full of flowers for them to be photographing. And I got the head of one flower and then no vase. So let's make a vase. I'll put a stem there. Maybe a leaf coming out that way. And a leaf coming out that way. Clearly they're doing close-up photography. And then this last person is going to be a poet and a writer, because there were some people there who were poets and writers. Trying to figure out what it would look like to have a laptop. One thing I noticed about these artists is they were all heart. And it was so easy to fall in love with each and every one of them immediately upon meeting them. It's good to be with people who feel like they're like me, like they felt familiar just from the get-go. That's not a common experience for me. Usually I feel quite like an outsider. So to feel like I found my people was a delight. All right, that is good enough for representing all of these. Oh, I guess the photographer needs a smile and maybe a little eye. Actually, this eye would be closed and they'd be using the other eye. We'll do it that way. And that table is not touching the floor. Probably it should have some legs or something. So funny. All right, good enough is good enough, right? Everything doesn't have to be perfect. Everything can be good enough. I used to be a perfectionist, and then I realized that that is a trauma response. Being perfect is like a way to try to make no mistakes so there are no negative consequences. But it's very hard for me to live full out and love full out and be my full self if I'm constantly worrying about making mistakes. So lately, basically since I've had cancer, I have decided not to do that anymore. All right, so now let's figure out who these folks are. There's certainly too much paint. I'm going to have to take some of that off. Which is easy with watercolor. You just get a clean brush and scoop up some of the pigment right off of the page. That worked pretty well. All right, and then let's see what other skin tones we can create. Same thing with this. I'm not having much luck today with the right amount of pigment. All right, now our faces and hands are all done. Can let those dry and do our hearts next. Actually, I think I'm going to choose a different brush for these because I think that is going to be too juicy of a brush. Give everybody some cheeks. I hope I don't drag my sleeve across these. Okay, now let's do some other colors. All right, let's do the headband and knitting for this person in red. Yay for fiber arts. I enjoy a lot of fiber arts like knitting and cross stitch, sewing, many different kinds. I enjoy photography too. My mom is a really great photographer. I'm a mediocre photographer. Let's do this flower in yellows. My mom's an artist. I think that's where I get my artistic tendencies from her. And I would love to have been an artist, but that wasn't the path I chose. I chose the path of being an occupational therapist, and it worked out well for me. But there are times when I wish that I could have been an artist as well. All right. As long as I've got orange on my paintbrush, what else can I do in orange? I can do, let's do this poet's shirt in orange. There was somebody at the workshop where I met these people today who's wearing this color of orange. So pretty. Making it darker at the bottom and lighter at the top. It was really fun to be with all the people that I was with, not just the artists. I was at a big workshop and it was just so much fun. All right, now I think I'm going to do this vase to make it look like it was made out of glass. I think I'll make some leaves and a stem. And maybe we'll put a little bit of water in that vase. I want it to be really thin blue so that I can make it look like the hint of water. That'll do for that. All right, now for hair colors, let's see. Let's give this person blackish, grayish hair. Dark. Well, and it looks like this person has a hint of red. At the time on Earth when I'm doing these paintings, people have all sorts of colors in their hair. It's pretty amazing. Hair can be like a work of art. I mean, I've always known that hair can be a work of art the way that people plait and braid it. But now, even the way that people color it is pretty stunning. So I think I'm going to let that red remain there and not dab it off or try to correct it. I'm going to just have this person's, since they're an artist, they can have artistic hair. And then let's see, my hair will be next. My hair is usually black. Although now in real life, I am getting some gray. I haven't decided yet if my doodle avatar is going to get some gray hair. It's only just really recently started coming in. Okay, that's mine. And then I want to make a kind of a blue-black color for this person. Her person has a beautiful long braid. And let's see what else. How about some dark brown hair for this one? And then what we don't have is any blonde people, so let's create a blonde person for this one. My world is mostly populated by people with dark hair or gray hair. I do not know that many people with light colored hair. I'm just realizing that now. In some ways, my world is very diverse, and then in the way of hair color, not diverse at all. Okay, let's do this guitar. I suppose underneath the strings one would see the color of the guitar. Doesn't look like a real guitar, but you get the idea. It's representative of a guitar. And then I think the whole of the guitar is going to be very dark. Except my brush is way too wet to pick up that color. Right, and then my paintbrush, I'll make it out of wood. And then it will have pale bristles. All right, now we got to figure out the rest of what everybody, oh, the camera can be black. Okay, so now we get to pick the colors. Oh, the laptop can be black. Although, realistically speaking, since it's an artist, the artist would probably have some kind of a beautiful color case around the laptop. But I was too slow thinking about that. Next time. Okay, now. Oops. Sorry, I didn't realize that I had moved the painting out of view. That red yarn is getting very pale. I want it to be brighter than that, so I'm going to do a second layer. Because I think this artist would like vivid colors. That's what happens with watercolor. It dries paler than it is when it's wet. Actually, as long as I have red on my paintbrush, I could do part of somebody's outfit in red, like maybe standing guitarist could be red. One thing we were talking about is how artists bring a lot of creativity and interesting thinking to any projects they're working on, and that we tend not to want to ask for payment in return, but we should actually get paid what we're worth. So that's something I need to think about some more, because I think I don't ask for what I'm worth. All right, now this guy is going to have denim jeans, I think. I think I probably undervalue my art. I give away a lot of art for free. I like to do it for like fundraisers for organizations that I value. I usually give several pieces of art for any art auction that they're using to raise money for whatever their cause is. But then I also just give art to people randomly also. So I should think about after this conversation today, I think I'd like to think about if I might be able to charge something for some of my art. All right, now let's see what to do next. Somebody should be wearing green. Perhaps we'll make the photographer wear green. Maybe dark green on the bottom, blending into light green up top. And maybe dark green shoes to match. That green actually looks really pretty next to that blonde hair, that light colored hair. Nice. Okay. So we have some red, we have some orange. I think we need orange in more than one place. Let's do her shoes in orange too. We don't have much yellow. We've got green, blue, albie blue, and purple. So maybe a yellow outfit on this person. Maybe like brighter at the top and more warmer at the bottom. This is a very cool yellow. I think we're going to add some of this. Yeah, that looks nice together. It looks good next to the red. And then we'll use that color for the shoes too. And we need some kind of color for the zafu she's sitting on. She or they, I don't really know. How about what about a pink zafu? Maybe I'll mix this pink with this purple and see what color we get. That's a completely different color than I've created before. Sort of a mauve color. It actually looks good next to the gold of the bottom of her dress and the gold of her shoes. Or their shoes. Yeah, I actually quite like that. All right, I'm the last one that needs some painting. Oh wait, this chair and this desk. Alrighty. And then last will be me. Mm. Ah, yes, my familiar purple. My familiar happy purple color is my happy place. And this color just makes me feel so peaceful. Makes me sigh contentedly. And of course, that blue, that's the bottom of my outfit. And overlap them to make my medium blue. And the purple for my feet. Well, in this case, my foot, because we have layers. Somebody's in front of my foot. All right. So that is a fun day spending time with a variety of artists. I hope that you have people that you have something in common with that you can spend time with too. All right, my contact details will be at the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next one.